Oh, I love that new open. Isn't
So
that
excited
great?
about it.
So welcome back. It is, of course, that time to open the door to the Oven, our Friday morning segment that highlights the businesses taking part in the Small Business Incubator program at the bakery. Now, it's the end of week 3, and today we are talking about branding.
Yes, which is a very important thing for businesses, but many times businesses aren't really sure how to effectively create a brand, or maybe they aren't really even sure what that means exactly. So one of the startups, it's called Story 7, is trying to make that a little bit easier. And joining us this morning is Amy Gailing, the owner and founder of Story 7. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming
Of course,
today.
thanks for having me.
So our first question, like we said, sometimes people don't really know what branding is. What is that for a business?
Well, I always tell people branding is their story in the marketplace. A more formal definition might be that it's the sum of all interactions that your consumer has with you. And that's everything from the visuals, which is where most people want to start, to what sort of promises you're making to them, both spoken and unspoken, and the delivery of those promises as well.
Sure. When you looked into the, I guess, the future prospects and everything, did you find a lot of businesses have problems with branding? Maybe they're not doing it correctly and they need some help with this?
Yeah, really the story of where my idea started was that a lot of entrepreneurs starting didn't know where to start. Just like you kind of mentioned, they have no idea how to tackle it. It has kind of become a ubiquitous term. No one really knows what it really means. They know they're supposed to have it though.
Sure.
So, I just started this with the idea of helping them find that first point of building their persona out, and then understanding their audience and that sort of those foundational goals.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and you're also a graphic designer, and you kind of tied that into Story 7 as well, correct?
Yeah, a little bit. I have a education in design, and that's where I started. I started in marketing and that sort of thing. But as a graphic designer, one of the most common things you'll be asked for is, can you help me with your logo? So I always found I was taking people 10 steps backwards to understand what the logo was really supposed to represent. So this product that I'm creating in the Oven is really more about helping people figure out what their brand represents.
Everything before the logo.
Everything before the logo. I still do logos and I still do my consulting services. However, I find that the hardest point of access for a lot of people is all the stuff before. So that's really the problem this is solving.
Sure. And then, you know, the Oven, we've been having it now for a few weeks. What lessons have you taken away so far that you can use going forward with the business? Is there anything that's really stuck with you so far in these past few weeks?
Well, I love the Oven. I love the bakery. I've worked and known these guys for the last year or so, and the Oven's just really like that in a highly concentrated form of where it's pushing accountability, it's pushing testing your market and seeing these things out quickly rather than getting caught up in that process. And that's something I'll always take with me.
Fantastic.
So. Are there any challenges you foresee in the next few weeks? We still have like
quite a
10
ways to
more
go.
weeks, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I can't, just like any entrepreneur, I can't predict the challenges I'm going to encounter. I'm dead set on getting a product in the marketplace before the end of the Oven, so I'm sure that will provide a whole load of challenges for me to overcome.
Sure.
Well, perfect. Thank you again, Amy, so much for joining us today. And of course, our series continues every Friday right here on KDLT News Today. We highlight a different entrepreneur every week. We'll do that again next week. If you want to watch this interview again or get more information about our Oven series, all you have to do is go to KDLT.com after the show, and we'll have all the information for you there. We'll be right back after this.